one and I stand on that. You and me, babe, that's black on black. Black on black. Black on black.
So we're going to talk today. They apparently found a person of interest. His name is Luigi Mangione. It doesn't look like him. The killer of the CEO, UnitedHealthcare CEO. We're going to talk about that because I want to explore some of like what this means about who we are. And I'm just going to be fully honest. I've been laughing at a lot of content around this, and I know I shouldn't laugh. I know I shouldn't, but I can't help
it. The memes have been legendary.
So good. They've been so good. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I'm examining, is this our let them eat cake moment? Now, I know Marie Antoinette did not say that, but that became, I have to always correct the record.
Historical accuracy.
When we know right, we should do right. But so she didn't say it, but her administration with, they did have a let them eat cake kind of vibe that led to the rumor of that, made it feasible for them to off with her head.
Mm-hmm.
Are we in our let him eat cake moment? Because, on the wave of this election, which seems to be a mandate on debauchery and sexual assault, and we don't give a F about nobody, and let's raid the cat, let's put the fox in the hen house. We don't care. America's done.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like on the other side of that pendulum is, nah. There's something else going on, and it's right there. And this incident, this murder, I think has given bloom to something that has been on the surface. At the same time, Daniel Penny, I think that's his name.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Penny,
just
found not guilty,
uh-huh.
just got off. I watched him choke somebody to death.
Mm-hmm.
And I was outraged by it. I know the man was a menace on the train that he choked. But anytime we're not just okay with somebody leaving their seat and putting somebody in a chokehold till they die, and we watch and celebrate and make them a hero. So we're in a very interesting. I'm trying to figure this out, Olivia, because the keys to what happens next are right in both of these stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to talk about it as it even relates to our children. How do we have these conversations? What's going on in your household that there's glee around the killing of a human being,
mm-hmm.
but also the celebration of the killer?
Yep. It's a weird time. We are at a weird time. I've seen people from all over the political spectrum, celebrating this, this assassin. Like I said, the memes have just been next level. I mean, I haven't seen internet hilarity this good in quite some time. But also
since the Queen died.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yes, you're right. That was the last.
What the heck?
The whole world. The whole world. And so like I've seen people all over the political spectrum just laughing their asses off. And it's like I see people so close to class consciousness, so close. It's like Democrats and Republicans are saying, yeah, how dare that CEO do this? And they're shaking hands. And it's like, you guys are so close. You're so close to understanding. But then, like you said, then we've got, people now, I look to the same conversations and there's people saying, yeah, Daniel Penny's a hero. He got off as he should have. And I just think people are so confused and ignorant and they don't know what they're upset about.
I think that at the visceral level, there is an us against them. But who's the us and who's the them? And like I always put Trump in the them category. The fact that people put him in the us category is weird to me. Like, y'all really? Y'all think he's us, not them? For real?
But that's white mythology, though. That's the white storytelling that we have done for ages and ages and ages, where we being white people, not the people, we being white people, where it's everybody's one paycheck away or one, lucky mistake away from being the next millionaire. Like there are, when I I teach rural white kids, and, they all grow up thinking like, well, yeah, it's my birthright. I'm going to be him, like there's this, it's not just aspirational, like seeking of wealth and status. It's in like white culture. It's like, there's this belief that, well, yeah, it's an expectation of like,
An entitlement.
it's an entitlement. It's this kinship. It's white kinship, where it's like, well, yeah, he is me, because if it wasn't for X, Y, and Z, whether it be Black people, immigrants, affirmative action, if it wasn't for these things, I would be Trump. I would be him already. Like, that's the belief, and he feeds that. He feeds that.
So we're gonna have a talk today. 866-801-825. What's the number? 866-801-TALK. 8255 Smiths. Whatever. Y'all figure it out. Call us. The police have arrested Luigi Mangione. Sounds like something out of a video game.
Luis.
Is it Luigi? I saw Luigi. You think it's Luis?
I saw Luis, but I feel like they're
trying to make him Spanish
so
now?
It could be anybody.
It's Luigi. Is
it?
So are Italians going back to not being white? What is happening? Because they called him light skin. I'm saying, okay, all right, what's going on? So Luigi's now, anyway, 26-year-old Luigi Mangione from Altoona, Pennsylvania, a person of interest. He was arrested today. He is allegedly from Maryland. He was arrested by Altoona police on an unrelated gun charge, according to authorities. He was at McDonald's. Somebody turned a bit. Somebody snitched. I was shocked by that, by the way. I said, this is the one guy that nobody is going to say they saw.
Mm-hmm. Well, somebody wants their 15 minutes of fame.
Who did this? I'm not saying that they should not have. They did their civic duty, but I just need to know who it was. But anyway, so they arrested him, but then they put his picture up, and I was like, the guy that killed Brian Thompson looked like Jake Gyllenhaal. They could have put Jake Gyllenhaal's picture up, and I'd have been like, that's the guy. I'm surprised they haven't questioned Jake. I'm not saying that they should. I'm saying he looks like Jake Gyllenhaal more than he looks like Luigi. Well, what do I know? I don't have the technology to be able to look at the face, but I can have eyeballs, and I'm like, that doesn't look like the same guy. But maybe angles, maybe he shaved the eyebrows a little bit. I don't know.
They shared like 3 or 4 different pictures taken from taxi cabs, from surveillance photos. Were like, this is the guy, and it's like, that's a different coat every time. I don't want to have the tinfoil hat on, but like, that coat has pockets and that one doesn't. So did he change coat 4 times in one day?
Yes.
I don't know if he did.
Yes. Roderick Morrow, the Black guy who tipped, said, this guy is the Joker. And I was like, yes, it's in that, it's feeling very DC Comics, Marvel. He had the bag with the Monopoly money. Mm-hmm. He had the bullets, the bullet casings that had etched on it, delay, deny, depose. For everybody that's saying this is not related to healthcare, delay, deny, depose. Those are the 3 Ds of insurance. So there was the bullet casings had those words. He went to a lot of elaborate, trouble. He didn't just walk up and kill it. He had staked out the place, knew where he was going to be. This was on purpose, absolutely. But to put that on the bullet casings tells you that this was intentional around insurance. Again, I'll wait for all the information, but to have delay, deny, depose on the bullet casings, the shell casings, tells us everything. The bag with Monopoly money, I don't know what that's about, but he was playing, and he apparently city bike, getting on a bus. He was living his best life out here after killing somebody and even flirting, getting somebody's number.
At Starbucks. Yeah.
In Starbucks. Where are we right now? Where are we? This is why. And I'd like to think that, we can have fun with this, but somebody's dead. And like, no one seems to care. Like, this man had a family. Yes, I know. So did the people who, claims were denied. Mm-hmm. And this, to me, Olivia, if we don't do anything, maybe this can be the time that we remove AI and technology, and we shouldn't put people who, don't have a medical degree in the position to make medical decisions about people's medical outcomes, that it can't be the algorithms. It can't be the algorithms. It can't be the algorithms about who's popular. We're learning this with Drake and Kendrick Lamar, that apparently there's some AI shenanigans going on about what they push out to the public. So it's not just what we like, it's what we've been forced to like. They've earwormed us into liking things, and we don't even have the freedom to be able to say whether or not you like something, because you've been inundated with it. Now we got the TikTok thing. Our election cycle, it was a misinformation bonanza, and we fell for it. And I hope, Olivia, that for no other reason, that this changes how we process. It should be humanity when we make decisions about people's lives and outcomes. It shouldn't be. And a CEO, why does this person make $20 million? Well, he made the least. $22 million. They get bonuses. Why do we care about shareholders more than we do about people? And I'm in the stock market, so I'm not, stocks, today's bad, tomorrow's good. I'm not arguing that. I'd rather make less money if it means more of us get to eat and get to live. I don't know why CEOs need to make this much money.
Well, and that's like what's I don't know if you saw Elon Musk's little statement about it, but about how his I don't know, his little rant about how like the world needs CEOs, and if it wasn't for CEOs, the economy would collapse, and
what?
It's just this belief that CEOs, and like C-suite people and investors and all the things, that they are something that we need, and that they are innovators, and it's like, well, no, you're not any of those things. You know how to make money, and Elon Musk has been good at making money. Has he invented anything? No, not really. But the idea of Elon Musk is something that people really invest in, emotionally and financially. Like people really invest in that. Again, it's aspirational, but it's also like he's an avatar.
But he's a studio made gangster.
Yeah.
He's Drake. Y'all, he's Drake.
He's worse. He comes from blood money. He comes from
God. And blood money, bigotry, and eugenics.
The worst
oh my
people.
God. Can we have the conversation? I want to talk today.